Hello and welcome back to a new episode of ProcessWire. Today I will show you which modules you can use. We will see today 5 modules I would recommend you to use for your day-to-day life with ProcessWire. So let's start. So first off, we are having helper field links. Helper field links will provide you the possibility that you can immediately, while you're in the backend, you're watching on the page, you can immediately change fields, or you can also change settings of the particular template you're using for this page. The next one will be Cropable Image. We have already done something with Cropable Image. So you can also look further for more detail into this video. I will give you a link to this. And then next we have SeoMaestro, which is very good, very good for search engine optimization, so that you can set all the title and meta tags for the website and also some more. We will go also little by little small into this. Maybe we will do one just for this later, one video. And then we have the repeater, which is very good if you want to combine several fields into one element, and then you can use them again and again and again. And last will be PageTable. PageTable is very good if you want to have something easy to understand for editors on a website, that they can add some information. It's very similar to repeater, but just you can also add new pages below a particular page as a child, or you can put all the pages that will be created under a given page, and then you can later find them there again. Okay, so without further ado, let's go into it. So first we will start with helper field links. This is a very nice module you should really use. So how do we get to this? Let's go for our download here on ProcessWire Modules. And here we can now look for this helper, and it will give us already the link to helper field links, which is be done by Soma. And now we have to get the class name. I copy the class name. I will go onto our backend. Now again we have to go to the modules. Oh no, let's first look into a template, how it is looking right now. Let's go for blog post, and you can see here, this was the right page. We will go here into a particular one, and now you can see here this is the title. Here we have the author, the blog text, the blog image English. So if you go to settings, you can see here that there is the template, and that's it. Okay, now you have to keep this in mind, but now we will go for the modules and we will install this new module. I will paste the class name here, and then we can get the module info. I will download it and hold on. Yes, okay, install now. That's it. Okay, let's go back into where we have left, and now we can see here the title. And when you look to the right side, you can see here there's a title again. Same goes for post date. There is a link to post date to the field, a link to the text field, a link to the outer field, a link to the blog text. And if you go to settings and we look for our template, we are also having here a link directly to the template where you can define other things for the template. So how does it look if we will go, for example, for, let's say, the author. I click on author, and this brings us directly to the field of author. So we can change now something which will make globally changes for the whole author field. Or we can go back. Let's say we will go to the blog post, the first one. And here we can now say we want to change maybe something for the template. So we can go here to the blog post, and now we can do some small changes just for the template. We can change, for example, definitions or properties of the field, which are then only be changed for this particular template. Okay, that's it for this topic. So the next will be Cropable Image. we have had already a video about this, so you can look into further details for this. We don't go into very much into the details right now. I will just show you that it is there and that you can find it. Here we have our module Cropable Image, which is already installed, and this helps you to give the editor the chance to select which viewport of the image shall be used. So if he can upload nearly every image he wants, and then you as the admin, you can define which size and which aspect ratio the resulting image shall have. Let's look into it. As I told you already, it is already installed. So here we have our example. Here we have our block image. And if we go here on edit, then we can see here that we have predefined crops. In this case, it is a predefined crop as a named block listing. So as you can see, I have chosen here exactly this part. So let's change it a bit. Let's say we want to have it from here to, yeah, let's do it like this. So we can go now to crop and go. We can say we want to have it 100% and without sharpening, and then we can say crop and go. So it will give us now a preview, and we can say, okay, that's it. Wow, that looks great. And after saving this, we can go back to the page, and now we will see the image has changed exactly to the viewport we wanted to give it, the editor wanted to give it. So we can also change this to a different aspect ratio. So for example, we go to this field again, and now we can see how our helper is working. I go to the input, and we can say, you know, it's not 900, so let's make it, for example, 900 by 400, so the aspect ratio is slightly different. Maybe this is right now not working as it should, because we are also using right now a different system behind this, which is also changing the images slightly. So actually we can see it's not working the way it should. Maybe we have to change some other things, but if you're working solely with Cropable Image and not with the Mark source set, then it is working directly without any further things you have to do. Okay, so let's go to the next. The next one is SeoMaestro. SeoMaestro you can use to give your blog or your website the possibility to change all of the metadata. Here, for example, we have always blog template, which is not very good. So if you go into the page source, we can see that we have literally no meta description here, and this can be changed with the help of SeoMaestro. So I don't go into the details right now. We will go for this in a separate video, otherwise this video will get very, very long. But I just want to show you how it will look like. So you can find it also with here, SeoMaestro, made by Vanse, and you just have to install it, and then you have to install it the way we are doing it always. You just have to copy the class from here, from ProcessWire, from the modules directory, and then you can go back to your installation in the backend. You can then install this, and you just have to do some little configuration. So as I told you, we will go very soon into every detail of this so that you are knowing how to use it on your very own website. So what will you get out of this? You will get the description of every page, which you can change for every page. You will get automatically generated sitemap, and you can also deliver Open Graph data for website images, and you're also having some kind of structured data if you're using, for example, breadcrumb sites, and you can also do the webmaster tool, site verification tool, all with this in one module. So it's a very, very big module. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So the next module we are looking for is repeater. Repeater is not a module you will find here. Repeater is something you will find here within the module section. So you will go to modules and then you can go to install, and here you will find the field type repeater. So let's go for it. This will add a new field type, and now we can already start. Okay, let's do this for one small example. Let's add a new field, and I will name the field repeater author. And this will be from the type repeater. First we have to save this, and now we can add fields to this. So let's do it like this. We have the title, which will then be the name of the author. Then we have the email, which will be, of course, the email. We will just use the post date as the birth date of the author. And what else? Yeah, we can, for example, use the block text for the, let's say, the address. And we can also misuse the block image for an image of the author. This is not a really good example, just I want to show you quickly how to do this. Okay, and now we can do it like this. We can go for the title. The title, we will rename the label to author name. And we will go, this can stay with email address. This will be the birth date. And here we will have our address. And here we will have our author image. All right, so we have now this new field. How can we use this field now within our template? Let's go to a template. Let's go to blog post. And here we can just add this new repeater field, and we will save this now. So now let's go to one of our pages. Let's say we go to our first blog post, and now we will see here that we are having repeater author. So we can now add one or more authors to this blog post. Let's go for the first. Let's say we want to do it like this. And this will then be my street and my town. And we can add an image. All right, that's it. So now we can save this. And as you can see, oh, we have now repeater author number 1. This is not very self-describing, so we can go here now to repeater author again. We can go to the details and we can say what item labels do we want to have. We want to have the title here. So let's change it like the example. And let's see what will happen now. We will go to our first post, and then now we can see it's giving us this name. So we can copy this now. Copy. And I want to clone this below this item. And now we have a second one, and I can change this to, let's say we will have Jane Doe, and it will be jane@doe.com. And the birth date doesn't matter. Let's change it like this, and done. So how is it looking now? We have Mr. Henning Heine and we have Mrs. Jane Doe. But how do we get now to the details of this? We are now in the template blog post, so let's go to the blog post. So how do we get the information now out of this repeater? This is very easy. Let's go to our PHP store, and we are on the blog post, and we want to have this information. Let's say back button. Here we have our back button. Yeah, let's do it here in this area. So, okay, we can start here with PHP, and now we will do a for each loop. And the for each loop will get the page repeater, and the name was author as author. All right. We don't do it now very nice. We will just do it very quick and dirty so that you will get an idea of how it is working. So we will do here echo author title. And as you can see, you can get to every property again, like if you would go for a page. And every field is also handled as a field on the page template. So next one will then be, for example, let's say you can click it open here, and then we have the email address, which is, by the way, email. All right, so let's see if it's working. Yes, so as we can see here now, we are having, okay, maybe this is not the best thing. Maybe to make it a bit more clear, we will add another line break here. So we have here our first name, the email address, the next name, and the email address. So you can see, this is an easy way to combine separate fields into one field, which you can use again and again and again. And if you say, but I only need this one time. Okay, what to do now if you need only one time and not so often used? So you can go again to repeater author. You can go to details, and now you can say that you want to have here you can say you only want to have, for example, one item, or you want to have at least, maybe it's a different approach, and you will say, okay, this repeater needs at least 3 items, so you can say at least 3. So every time when you say you want to add something to the repeater, you have to at least add 3 items for this. Okay, that's it for repeater. So, and finally, we will go for PageTable. So let's do the very same thing again. This time we will do a PageTable for authors, not with a repeater. We will do this now with PageTable. Good. How to start? First, we have to install the module. The module is already here. And now we have to install field type PageTable. Let's install this. Good, done. Now we need to add a field which we then will be called author. I hope it's not already there. No, it's not there. And it will have the pro field PageTable. All right. Author is already in use. Okay, so we have to make it a different name. Let's say it is here author, and this will then be author. Let's make it PageTable author. And it will be again the PageTable, and save. Good. Now we need to add a template, and the template should consist the same thing as the repeater has had. Okay, let's create this first. We have the templates, and we will add a new one, which will then be author. Add template, and the template will have the title, which will be then the name of the author, and the next one will then be no, we don't have to do it like this. We can do it like this. We can go for email, and then we have had the post date and the block text and the image. Okay, this will be email address. This is a birth date. and here we have our address, and then we have our auto image. All right, save. Good. Now we can go back to our page table, and this will have then auto. Let's save this, and the parent for the items will be empty, and then the new page which will be created, by the way, will be directly below the page where we will create this. Okay. This is right now not so easy to understand, but you will get it soon. So here we have our input. These are the fields which will be shown within the page under which we create our new page table. So not everything is needed. Let's do it like this. We will do the title, which is the name, and the rest we will just remove. So now, every time when you will add something, it will be created, a new page will be created. So with this, we will need a name. And a good way is to do it in this way, how it is here already shown. This is always, in my case, it was always a very good thing. Okay, so what next? We have this already now, and now we can add this field to our template. Yes, so let's get rid of our repeater auto and let's add our page table auto. Yes, please remove the fields, and we are done with this. So let's go to our first post. Now we can add a new auto. This will open us a modal field, and now we can here enter the name. Can enter address. And an image. Now we can publish this, or we can save and let it keep unpublished, but we want to publish this now. So what can we see now? We can see now that we are having here the author name and an email address. I can click on the author name, which will bring us back the modal, which we can now change, and we can save this now. So let's save the page and let's look what has happened. We have here the content, and here we have the tab with the children. And now we can see, wow, we have a subpage. And if you go to this looks very much same as the modal. But the good thing here is you can see the subpages here, and the author, who is maybe not knowing about this, or maybe not able to see this because of the rights, he can just go to this, and everything is in one particular area, so that he can find everything very easily, and it's very easily to manage this for them. Okay, I think you got the idea, and I think you are now you will find out that there are also other things possible to do with this. If you want me to do anything in more detail, just leave me some comments below the video, and as always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you want to get informed about maybe the next 5 nice modules you should consider of using, just hit the bell button and you will get informed. Okay, bye for now.